Hello everyone, it's Shanna. Now I'm coming along with Mudpie and Cheers, another house mouse sentiment. And this one is called Cheers and it's Mudpie. And he is setting up on a grapevine branch, drinking a little glass of wine. And we're just going to get him stamped down and colored up and see what we can do. I've got some, I don't know, Spellbinders Alabaster maybe. Maybe not. This is more yellow. And I'm just going to bring in this stamp and we're going to get it stamped up and do some coloring on it. I'm going to use my Memento black ink that is safe for alcohol markers. And I brought both of them in because one of them's not very juicy and the other one's got a little bit more. And I never can remember which is which. So I'm just going to use them both, stamp them both, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to stamp on this yellow because I thought I could color the green leaves pretty well on that, and the grapes fairly well, and even the mouse, and we wouldn't just have a white panel. I didn't want to do any fussy cutting or anything like that, so I chose this kind of yellowish colored because I thought I could get good greens, good grapes, and the browns would cover it up, and then we would have a little bit of color and it wouldn't be so plain, is why I chose that. So I've got my panel there, and I'll be able to cut it down if I want to so that I can do some layering or whatever. And I'm just going to bring in my tri-blend markers, and we're just going to get to coloring on these leaves. So I will speed this up, and then we'll come back in and we'll work on assembling our card. So for this, I'm just going to choose some my green blend markers. I'm going to use my red blend markers for the grapes, and then some skin tone and some brown for the little mouse that is on there. And I'm just going to play some music and let you watch me do the coloring, but those are essentially the colors that I'm going to use for this. Okay, so I've finished most of my coloring for the most part, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's more of a red grape than a purple grape, and I think it actually turned out nice. And so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start trimming this panel down and figure out how we're going to put together a card with this. And this is actually the next day. I got sidetracked and was unable to finish the voiceover on this, and was looking for the card to take a picture so that I could put it at the end, and I don't know what I've done with this card. I have looked and looked and I can't find it. Not sure if one of the grandkids carried it off or or I put it in a safe place where I could find it. Anyway, so I've got this trimmed down, and I'm trying to decide what exactly I'm going to do with this card. And then I thought, I wonder what some red would look like on there. Could I get like a nice little orange hue? So I took this little tiny blending brush on the back just to see, what the color was, and I did like it. So I decided that I would just blend this panel with the red blending brush and just add some color to this. And I've got, this is one of my Craft and Kimmy inks, mini inks that I'm using. And I'm just going to continue blending until I get this the way that I want it. And I like this kind of yellowy orange hue that it's adding, and I think it, makes it not be quite so stark and boring. And we've got just Let's Celebrate stamp down there, and I think it could be a fun card for anything. So there we go. I'm going to do a little bit more blending on there, just kind of going over some of those yellow places that are not yet covered. And it's not a full cover. Now I cleaned off my desk and everything, put everything away, and I've got my card mounted on a teal panel. I must have cut that footage out. Oh, actually I just had it layered there. I was going to say, I didn't remember. So what I'm going to do is use this cascading confetti, I think's the name of it, Spellbinder's embossing folder, and emboss it. I think it's fun since we've got Celebrate. I think it's fun to have the confetti pieces there. And we're just going to get it laid down on our card base. I was trimming it down there. And it'll be a nice backer. And I think the color of this cardstock from Spellbinders, which is Lagoon, looks very nice with the leaves in the background of the stamped image. And I think that just ties it together real nice. And we'll get it laid down on there with a nice little edge around there. And then we do still have a lot of open spaces. I'm going to do some touching up. Actually, I'm going to bring in my glossy accent and make my little wine glass shiny. And just put some glossy accents on there. Now, I thought about doing it with all the grapes, but I decided I think that'd be a little bit too much. So I'm just going to give some shine to that wine glass. And just trying to smooth it all out with a tip. And then I'm doing the stem of the wine glass as well. And so next I'm going to bring in some embellishments to kind of fill in around, because we've got a lot of open area there. And I've got these, I don't know, red wine colored gems here. And I'm just going to lay several of these down and just add some additional interest to this card. So if you like the House Mouse collection series, House Mouse design series, you might want to check them out. They're fairly inexpensive, and they're super cute. The detail on the rubber cling stamps is always really good. So I'm going to lay a few more of these down, and that'll pretty much finish off our card. Now, since I can't find the card to take the picture of it, we won't have a picture at the end. Unless I can come up with it between now and uploading it. I pretty much went in there and looked through everything. I even looked at, things that I worked with that maybe I might have inadvertently picked it up when I was putting stuff away. I tried to look at recent things that I had worked with just to see if I had done that. Because everything's pretty much put away. And I just couldn't find it laying there. It'll turn up, I suspect. So this is our card. This is the finished look of it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye now.